Well, hello there. Let's see if anyone actually gets my dumb joke. There I am, sitting pretty. What's the time now? I think it's like 6 p.m. 6:08. 6:08 p.m. Pretty cool, isn't it? Hang on. Wait. Oh, okay. I can hang on. Sure. It's starting right out of the gates, man. Sure. I mean, I'm not a dick. Of course I'm gonna do it. I gotta be nice to you, man. You're a good game. Well, you're welcome. Of course, I think I may be addicted though, but I mean, you count that as a problem. Seriously? I thought you'd be like connected to my computer or something. Yeah. My favorite time. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will set it to my favorite time. Okay, wait. I'm gonna exit and like restart the game just for the sake of this weird fucking joke. Okay. Let's see what happens. It says I can set it to my favorite time, so let's see. Crows, and okay. I've never actually looked at this, but let's see. What is my favorite time? Like. It's actually probably about 6 in the afternoon, if I'm honest. Well, 5. I'd say actually like 4 p.m. is my favorite. Yeah, favorite time of day. It's usually when I go climbing. I love climbing. It's a lot of fun. Oh no, I give it my favorite. I do prefer saying it right. No, this. It's like 2 hours off. Whatever. Oh, are you? Shame I don't have more people watching, yes, but maybe I should wait longer. Wait, give me 1 second, lads. I'll be right back with you and you absolute. Oh, don't worry. I'm okay. It's good to collect data. What data? I just realized I forgot to do a thing. I'm coming. Patience, please. Yeah. Have we? Have we really gone through all the sliders you have? That's... Yeah, please give me more sliders. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna boot up the game. I want to see what these new sliders are. Give me 1 sec. Come on, show me what the sliders are, man. I want to see these sliders. There's new settings, dude. Like, who doesn't want to set new settings all the time? Okay. Until the computer's barely visible. Confirmed. Please adjust until the cat and the dog are friends. Ooh, they're lovers. Brogustus. Interesting. Okay. That's 9. That's 9. Cool. I'll be nice. I'm friendly. Yeah. That seems about right to me. Occuboinkle Scrumtush. Like Ocuboinkle. Ocuboinkle. It's such a fun word to say. Ocuboinkle. Please don't adjust the slider. Fine. I like adjusting sliders though. You know what time it is right now? It's probably. Oh, damn me, I could look. The time that is right now the correct time. I suspect it is. At least for me, not everyone. What time is it anyway? Yes. It happens upon several restarts. You unlock this. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Sure. Why are you asking me to help you? What? Yeah, yes, sure, I'll come back to visit you. It took like 3 restarts to unlock, though. Okay, let's actually... I can go talk to him again, or I can actually start playing a bit. I'm gonna play a bit. The sliders thing is getting a bit out of hand. Just a tiny bit out of hand, though.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, is it? I hadn't noticed.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Like, yeah, this game is really weird. You can unlock so much weird shit. I'm back! I actually got an achievement for coming back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
No, I want to get in.
Click the door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No,
yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
What?
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
This can't...
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
What do you mean, no satisfaction?
50 clicks will do it. Yes,
What?
Almost certainly 50 clicks.
Seriously, just give me the... There's an achievement for clicking on a door. Or was it this door? 430.
No, I'm still not feeling
Oh,
it.
you're such a
I
dick.
want this achievement
Just
to
give me
have
the
meant
frickin'
something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Fine.
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
20 clicks into 417. Oh, no, I have to find the stupid door. Why? It was just 5 clicks. 417. No. It was 430. I had to click on door 430 5 times. Now I have to find. Now I have to find this door and click it this many times.
Great. Now go click a few times on door 437.
But 437. Where is door 437? Well, the achievement, I think, said...
Excellent. I think we're
that,
getting somewhere.
this door in
now,
particular,
door
but now it's like...
415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
But because this game likes to mock you, it's decided, no, it's gonna just randomly make you click on... Which one door did it say, by the way? 415, right? Ugh. that's 417, 416. Haha!
Now, back to door number 437.
Wait, you prick! Why maybe just click on doors? 4, 3. This mission has become
Let's
doors.
see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
But, copy.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
What do you mean getting? So where are we getting?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
What? Why? How? Ugh, I'm being called. Give me 1 second. I need you to go bring groceries for me and just tell Dad I'm streaming. I'm being summoned, but I'm in the middle of a stream. How do I get on his desk?
Yes! This is great! You're
This is
putting it all
pointless.
on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
For the achievement just said Yeah.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine do that one again!
Why a copy machine, dude? Like, I should click on the bucket. Buckets are supreme, but I'm not gonna do buckets again. I did buckets like a lot yesterday.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
What? 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes!
What the fuck
We
was that?
did it!
This is just chaos of
wow.
clicking.
That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago,
You have to finish the game like
was worth 5
4 times
clicks.
and unlock
Really?
the new
What were you
new
thinking?
content. So if you've got Ultra Deluxe, you need to get the new content, and it usually appears behind this door. Once you've got, and then you can get the bucket. So you have to unlock the new content.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley
I still
clutched
haven't
the
actually
bucket
finished
tightly to his
the game
chest
with the bucket.
and entered the door on his left.
I haven't done like a full playthrough with while holding the bucket. I also found all the Stanley figurines.
Still no one was here.
Yesterday.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did,
So-
you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas,
The
no
bucket's
stickers.
like the bucket's not there in the base game. It's only if you've got the new like Ultra Deluxe
Coming to
edition,
a staircase,
and then
Stanley
it
and the bucket
appears.
walked
Oh, if
upstairs
it's
to the
there, then
boss's
just go pick it
office.
up. You just go click on it, and then you've got the bucket. Like, if you've done the new content stuff, or yeah, if you've done the new content stuff, then it unlocks the bucket, and then you go click on it. You just need to click on it and you'll have it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
Three,
once
four,
again
five.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yes.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
No.
the bucket guiding him?
What do you mean?
Yes. This is
Buckets
certainly
guiding
the
me.
most
There's no
logical
buckets
explanation.
guiding me. I have. Eventually, he just opens the door for you. He gets pissed off and just opens the door. I did it yesterday where I put in just arbitrary codes for like half an hour. I was just randomly clicking
The
codes.
elevator raced downward, plummeting
Like,
towards
chaotically
an unknown
everything.
fate.
It went,
It would be
it
all
went,
Stanley
it went
could
well.
do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Right. I don't know if we've got all the bucket endings though.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
There's a few bucket endings. I know which ending I'm gonna do.
The lights rose on an
Lights up.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
What does it hold? It holds nothing.
The monitors jumped to life,
did
and Stanley
they?
nearly
Good for
dropped
them.
the bucket in shock. Everyone in
Hurry
the
up and get
office
me
was
to the next
being
section.
videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It will all be perfectly alright. Now let's go on with it. On with it! Click.
Was the bucket under the
Oh,
mind control
heck.
facility's influence as well?
Yes.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
It's a
These
bucket.
questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
We do not know. We just know that up is the way.
No!
Yes!
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Just my bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating,
the bucket
working,
is giving
all of it
me...
monitored and commanded from this
I
very
should
place.
control the universe
As the cold
with the
reality of
bucket.
his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Nope.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Yes!
Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly
No way.
an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
What?
Silly birds.
Why are
The
they...
control buttons became active again.
What? This? That's a lot of
Stanley
birds.
flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned
Is that
on
a
him.
duck?
This wasn't a mind
Excuse.
control facility at all.
Bird,
it was
bird,
a facility for
bird is the
monitoring
word, the
and
word,
surveilling
the word is
silly
the bird,
birds
bird,
all
bird, bird,
over the
bird is the
world.
word.
The mind controls were only a facade
I wish you could do it in a Peter
to
Griffin voice, but I
disguise
can't
its
even
true
get close.
intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
Yeah,
Stanley
apparently.
marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom
bucket.
because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Yes,
And
the
Stanley
best. It's all
was
the...
happy.
I'm very happy. Just stuffed voids. Wait, it started again. Oh wait, there was another bucket ending I want to try and get. There's several bucket
All of his
endings.
co-workers were gone.
Actually,
What
wait.
did it mean?
There's also
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Bucket.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Nope.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Absolutely not.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took
bucket's
the
always
door
wrong.
on his left to go, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Yes, you say that.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
Oh,
eventually.
what the baby? Baby?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've
Yeah,
come
don't you
together
mind,
here
kid
because
back?
we
That's
care
cool.
about you very much.
I don't know what
It's
you
this
are.
bucket you're
Or the
carrying around
fern.
everywhere.
What
The
you
bucket
I don't
isn't
remember
even from the
fern.
original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter,
Dude,
Stanley.
that is
Classic
so creepy.
characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
The
Yes, I
bucket
know
is the
I'm the
greatest.
one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
No,
Don't
I
you want
won't
another
stop.
story involving the Adventure Line? We
No.
could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Fine. Ooh, but the Adventureland does have some daft music that I always find fun.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable
Where's
is
the
all
music
about.
gone?
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the
I
original
was there for 30
dialogue?
seconds and then it's
Stanley
gone.
is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I mean, what?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's
The
do
hell?
it for the fans, Stanley.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
give them
the
more
same
content
developers, I think.
exactly like this. But
That's
if
why it
we
gives
want
the
to
strong
do that,
Portal vibes.
you're going to have to give something up.
I refuse to give up the bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Absolutely not.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
It's a big thing.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely
It does
you
have a
don't
nice
need me to
spinning
spell
bit,
it
though.
out for you. Go ahead now,
Please do.
Stanley.
Spell it out.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I don't
Now
know.
listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying
can't.
buckets is
It won't.
all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Okay, you know what?
The Bucket
You can't have the
Destroyer is
bucket.
getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and... The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation.
No.
You had so much potential.
That's fine.
We were going to do such marvelous
Look at it
things with you,
just
tell such
swing on by.
spellbinding stories about you. All of it
Forever.
squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For
Goodbye,
the moment in
pointless
time
object.
That you were here, you were.
I should, you're not wrong. I should jump inside and leave the bucket behind. The bucket is life. The bucket is love. I'm just saying bucket like that is... I've said bucket way too many times lately. It's all bucket. As a way of like tumbling out of
All of his co-workers
your
were
mouth.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Had I? I
No
don't
matter
know.
how
Did
hard
I?
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, do I want another bucket ending? Oh. Input received. Interesting. Okay, I know what I'm going to try to do. Let's see how fast I can finish this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, whatever. I want to see if I can blitz it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No, I don't want to let you talk.
Anxiety isn't healthy.
Yes, it is.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Why? Why New Age music? New Age music's kind of not even New Age anymore. It's from like the 90s, 70s. It's all you old man.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
good. Let me do
Stanley
this stupid
calmly
thing.
walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yeah, I can't see shit. Thank you. Thank you. You took your time. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, down we go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Mind Control Facility. Yes. I have attempted this, but I don't really want...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
Did you
with
also break the game?
television
Because
screens.
I accidentally
What
broke it
horrible
the first time I
secret
tried to
did this
finish.
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Did I? I know, I did. It was the first thing I did the first time I played this. I instantly just walked
Now
off and
the
jumped down.
monitors
I was
jumped
like,
to life. Their
oh
true
no,
nature
this was a
revealed.
disaster.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
I was like,
Stanley's
but the
co-workers.
music's fun, so
The
there's
lives
that.
of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley,
That was always good.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yes, freedom and nothing. Thank you very much.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Had
Was this the
I? I
only
don't know.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep.
No. He refused to believe it. He
Yeah,
couldn't
let's see what
accept
happens with the
it.
nice
His
ending
own
again.
life in someone
I'm gonna
else's
actually do a nice
control?
ending per video.
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
What haven't I done yet
Had
for
he
a
truly
good the
spent
endings?
his entire life
I haven't done the
utterly
bucket ending,
blind to the world?
and I haven't done the ending where you just normally finish
But here was
or
the proof.
reject it.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
Your dad got some weird honeys.
You ever heard of honey infused with black
And a
garlic?
rising chill
What?
of uncertainty.
What?
Was it over?
Honey infused with ghost chili.
Yes.
The
He had
fuck?
won.
Why would you put
He
ghost
had
peppers
defeated
in
the machine.
honey? That's
Unshackled
ruining
himself
honey.
from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments
But maybe
away.
you can use it to make hot sauce now. There's an
yet,
idea.
Even as the immense
Yeah, open the
door
stupid
slowly
door so I
opened,
can leave.
Stanley reflected
Ooh,
on how
there's a
many puzzles still
crap
lay
chair.
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
It did
But
hell.
as sunlight streamed
None?
into the chamber,
Really?
he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
I cannot.
But
Let me
happiness.
out.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
What?
It was perhaps
Right.
the only thing worth knowing.
Have you done the
Stanley
ending where you
stepped
just skip
through the
ahead
open
infinitely? That's always fun.
Stanley
Ah.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation.
I don't know why I
the
decided to do
immense
this.
possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And
It
Stanley was happy.
What? What? I was. Skip now. Yeah, well, you can. There's a skip button that just lets you. Yeah, skip narrator. You just skip ahead forever. Wait, I want to try something quick. I'm gonna quit to menu. Watch. I want to see something. So I'm gonna restart the game. Now, I want to see if it does the thing I think it does. Hmm. No. What time is it? Okay. Does anyone truly know? I don't know. Do you guys know what time it is? Cause what? We don't. Well, we are. I mean, you know how what times are like. 4:20. Yeah, that's a good time. That's what I do, like a day job. Oh. Yeah, more information for you together. Like a sad man. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, of course I don't know you. You haven't given me any data. What? We are. Not. I mean, I'm streaming, so I'm kind of alone, I guess. Hmm. 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 Okay. There's an epilogue? I've unlocked the epilogue. I'm not gonna do that yet, though. I want to get one more or two more bucket endings because I know there are, and there's one more like weird one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I've missed nothing. There are no memos. I am the idiot. Damn it, there's nothing. They're all off. Oh, that's disappointing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'm trying. There's one more thing I want to try.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Haven ending.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
There's a couple of endings I haven't seen yet. There's one where you...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I haven't seen an ending where you just kind of jump down there and find the locked up room and they're like, heaven ending. There's a heaven ending? I think that's this one here. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I've done a dozen of the endings, but there's a lot of endings.
Someone you've forgotten about.
I have.
Please.
Whom?
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Who the hell is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Who is she?
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who the hell is she? What?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Of course it's possible.
It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Yes.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second.
I have sentience.
No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Yes. Yes,
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's
That's what I was trying to do.
Completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
What do you mean by safety protocols?
The severity of the situation. Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What? Why?
Choice. It's the best part of
I'll
being
watch
a
this.
real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Who the hell's Rupert?
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read.
Wait, what?
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
There are too many
Allow
fish.
the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? What the hell's a
Excellent.
back-sack and crack?
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
What
Most
the hell's
medical
he doing?
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
What do you mean
Do you
8
make
choices
more
per
than
day?
8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are
yay.
materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
That's
At this time,
unhelpful.
your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
There's an instructor? What?
Ah, welcome back.
What?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of
Why?
narrative contradiction.
Why
But
the
not to worry.
the
Now that
forklift?
you're properly
That's a
informed
clipping
on good
forklift.
decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, thank you. No, wait. Oh, come on. You can't let me... I should have gone back the other way. What? Why did... You
Now that we know
bastards.
your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Okay.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
It wouldn't?
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Absolutely not. I
Unfortunately,
must
it
contradict
seems this
all
place
stories.
is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Fine, I'm going. I will leave. Closing all the doors behind me. Sycophantic nonsense.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Will I? I need to break everything.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That
Okay.
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
You
follow
think?
my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Will I?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
It's breaking so hard. This is great. Oh, look. Come on. Oh, it's gone white.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked
Oh,
about that you...
that's-
My story.
that's great.
You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I
Very
supposed to
entertaining.
do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Yes.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to
You
live
can.
with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
Yes, you
Is
could.
it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
I should have done this with the bucket. Oh wait, I know what happens with
No,
the
I have
bucket.
to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Well, I just went into an .exe game and got murdered. What? That didn't go off.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
I am so
Now
clever.
look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
That's a fern.
It was the only thing in the world that was
Lovely.
mine, and you've run it into the ground.
I
What,
have
did you think
not.
that would be funny? You just had to see?
Hmm.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
It
That
had. I
there's a
just decided to
world
ignore
outside
it.
of you. You're a child. Oh, my story.
shattered,
If you'd just
isn't
gone
it?
through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make
You tried so hard.
is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Wait.
That
I want to
means
see if it
choosing
just
responsibly and
infinitely
always
just
putting the
locks one of the
story
doors.
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, I'll go the right way.
Exactly as Stanley would.
He's
That
not getting
means
annoyed.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Fine.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Fine, I'll go the right way this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, there we go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That won't let me go in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wow, it's really determined that I won't do the wrong thing. I can't even go in there. What? What? Oh.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication
This is
of anything
different.
right.
Ooh.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw
this
the
is a good
door
question.
with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
This is a new
and
one.
beyond all probability,
Yo,
he knew
what
the
up, Tony Stark?
passcode.
Thanks for
He had
lurking,
seen it
thanks for
on his
lurking.
boss's computer just
Cool, cool,
last
cool.
week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Let's see if this
He
works.
drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightstuck 115? What? What? How? When?
Stanley spoke the code.
Night Shark
Shark
115.
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Is that how it's working? No, it's doing nothing.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
You say the
Please
stupid password.
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Can't we? Well. Night Shark 115?
Okay,
Night Shark.
fine. You're not going to do it?
No,
but
you
know
see, I
what?
can't do it.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
No, he doesn't.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay then.
Stanley? Hello?
Oh, look, now I've entered.
Okay. Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
What?
Is everything all right?
Oh no.
Stanley, this is important.
Oh no.
The story needs you. I
no.
need you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make
Oh,
is just
no.
fine. You're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Choose? Do something?
No.
Anything? This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Wow, you sound
Time to
broken.
decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Why am I minorly heartbroken by this? This is both hilarious and utterly depressing. Okay, I'm back here again. Let's see what happens if we try and...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Sod it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Had I? No, I doubt it. That ending was, am I the only one who found it, like, pretty fucking depressing? Let's do a bucket ending. I have another
Strong
bucket.
A humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
Ooh,
on his
look at
left.
that. Through the door on the left. Here we go. Here we
Still
go.
no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh no, this is the recursive thing. No, I'm not doing the recursive fucking thing. That just ends with me panicking because I can't find my bucket. It's gotta be another ending with a bucket. What was it?
Stepping into his manager's office,
Ah,
Stanley was once again
no more.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Did I?
Was
Did I?
it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
Yes.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
No. Do I escape with the bucket or do I use the bucket?
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown
Let's see
sector.
where the bucket takes
It
us.
would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Will I?
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
If you say so.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Let's see what happens if I use the buckets and then finish properly. I can't remember. I swear I've seen someone do it, but I can't remember what happens.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow.
What horrible secret did this
that's
place
amazing.
hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
The thing down there is really creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Yes,
Had the bucket been
the
told to do
bucket
things it
makes
didn't
me
wish
do
to
everything.
do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
The bucket
These
runs the
questions
mind control
raced
facility, does it
furiously in
not?
Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Trust nothing with the bucket, you will.
And here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would
happens
never
with the
again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Vaguely.
For he and the bucket would dismantle.
I'll try it. I'm gonna try it the next run after without the bucket, because the bucket gives you the
Stanley
if
and
you
the bucket
try and turn it
waited in
on,
blackness.
you get another thing.
Was it over?
I want to try the numbers though.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley
Of course,
wanted to
roller
sneeze
skating
in
with
every
buckets.
country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Wait, what?
True, it was
Why
a
would you
simple
do that?
life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
Why would
one
you watch an
another to
entire
lean
movie
on,
backwards?
To trust, to support.
I should try that. What? No! Let me out!
What? Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Why'd
Was
you
Stanley
stop?
and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Ah, the bucket must leave. What?
Even the
No!
facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket. Needed
Let me out with the
soothing
bucket! Let me
warmth of
out!
the
Let me
bucket
out!
would go to any lengths.
Ugh, you
Part with the bucket.
bastards.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything
bucket
to
of
say
the
about
gods.
it. Stanley
It's the godly
realized he would
bucket.
never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay. And I'm back here. Okay, I'm gonna try the ending where I
All of his
try and take control of
co-workers were
everyone.
gone. What could it mean?
The evil ending.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Had I? Maybe. I don't know. Do I know? No, I do not know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do you know how to use the numbers in the room?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
For
his
the
boss's office.
boss's office or for something else? I'm not sure. There are many codes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
I don't-
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Of
That
course
kind
not.
of anxiety isn't healthy. So
I
he
don't know.
relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I don't know if the codes actually do anything.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I couldn't see shit. No, I apologize. I just walked into a thing. I need to take control of the world! Their minds to be controlled by me. Yes, I will control them all! Thank you for just speeding me up down here. That's faster.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
I'm gonna take the
Facility.
bucket through there and then to play the epilogue. Or do I? Do I really want to?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No. I don't believe he does. But I'm gonna try anyway. Let's see what we find.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
611
number
was
of an
fired.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Well, your freedom still means nothing. Just give me the elevator so I can go take control of everyone's minds. Their minds are belong to me.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this
All
time?
your minds are
Was this the
belong
only
to
reason
us.
he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep. Basically, yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Always.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
You
over
spoke too soon.
another.
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
course
they
I
kept you
did.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes. Yes. Give me
Stanley,
power. Give me
hell,
ultimate.
I really do. But you need to understand,
I
there's only
need
so much that
this
machine
power.
can do. You
Give
were
me
supposed
all
to
the
let it
power.
go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Yes.
If you want to
Give
throw
me
my
power.
story off track,
Give
you're
me
going to have
power.
to do much better than
More
that.
power.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do,
Oh,
for example.
don't I?
And I believe you'll find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh, bollocks.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper
can
DNA
I activate
identification,
me?
nuclear detonators are
This looks like
simply
Syndrome's
explode,
room.
eliminating the entire complex. How
Oh, you
long until
bastards.
detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's
Yes.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly
Why-
what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
What?
Of course,
Okay.
that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
What? Why?
Other times,
That's
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Yes, I'm
Time
gonna die,
doesn't
I'm gonna
grow on
die.
trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of
Of course
turning
there's
it
something
off?
one...
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These number buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything,
Why do
something
you sound...
here will
Stop
save
taunting me, you big
Why do you
bastard.
think that, Stanley?
Two.
That this video game can be beaten? Won?
Yes.
Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's
What?
just seconds ticking away to your death.
You're only still
such
playing
a
instead of
dick.
watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
What the hell? Why?
Take a look at the
Why?
clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you
Why?
cling desperately to your frail life?
Of course
Or will
so.
you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe
What?
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
You bastard. Why would you do that? Why would you just go boom? Well, I tried. That didn't work. Okay, let's do more.
All of his
buckets.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Uh,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
someone at door. Someone's at the door. No, someone knocked.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Bucket,
tightly to his chest
bucket.
and entered
Sorry.
the door on his left.
There's nothing to select.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's
Do we have?
warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Does anyone who uses hair gel? What
Coming
is
to a
the point of hair
staircase,
gel?
Stanley and the bucket
I know I
walked
haven't
upstairs
done
to
yet.
the
Oh, no,
boss's
I'm doing a
office.
bucket ending. Let's do this bucket ending. The bucket tells me everything, doesn't it?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Hey,
life.
hey.
But Stanley guessed the
Open,
correct
open,
code by
open.
sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Of course, with the
Was
buckets. The
bucket
bucket
guiding
guides everyone. The bucket is
Yes.
love. The bucket
This
is
certainly
life.
the most
The bucket is a
logical
god.
explanation.
So why would a path to secret thing look so shitty? Wouldn't they at least, you know, spruce it up a bit, make it look a bit nicer to this evil lair? Why? Or do they expect these evil overlords to walk through kind of a rubbishy looking thing every time? There's a lot of sparking as well.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Nope.
Mind Control Facility.
Let's go kill the bucket. The bucket will be
The truth was that at
smashed.
the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Will we? Will we though? I don't think we will.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yep. Because this is the way we do it. Hello. Hey, hey. Can't we go archers? Why? Still? Wait. Okay. Yay, we're gonna get
As the
smashed.
machine whirred into motion, and
there's
Stanley and the
gonna be
bucket
some
inched
smashing
closer to their
gonna
demise,
occur.
Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
I don't know why.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the
That
narrator.
is a good
as Stanley
question,
and the
but I
bucket
want to
were
see
led
this
helplessly
ending.
into the
Why'd
enormous
you try?
metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Mm-hmm.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
It was a fantastic bucket. You're standing at the precipice of knowledge, much like a bucket itself. The human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void, but through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history are the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit, or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? Ignorance and darkness, I suspect. Okay, now let me see.
Can you see how
Yeah.
arrogant
Oh,
it
look
was
at those
for Stanley
buckets.
to take a bucket like
It's
this and to claim it
beautiful.
for his own? Can you see the hubris
That is not
blinded
25
him?
buckets, though.
Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short
I
life?
suspect 25 buckets would be like, that's 25 buckets-ish. Buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. Ooh, there's lots of buckets. Ooh, a bucket with two handles. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. It's a Da Vinci drawing, isn't it? Buckets. Buckets. Inferno bucket, a replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. Ooh, unga bunga bucket. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice these drawings. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of these treasures. The great all-powerful bucket.
No man can own a bucket.
I
Certainly
can't.
not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Mm.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Yes. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Wait, is that an infinite hole? Hole! Oh no. I can't fall. Hey, hey. It's a bucket! I've got my
But there
bucket
is
back.
something we
I've
can
got my
do.
bucket back.
Something
The
we
bucket
can
is
do
back. The
together,
bucket is
you
back.
and I,
I've got my
that will
fucking
right
bucket
this
back.
terrible
Oh
wrong.
yeah. I love buckets.
Let
My
Stanley
bucket.
die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Why wouldn't I
we
do
can
that?
save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a
Yes.
new world, a new vision.
The bucket is lord of all, is it not? Interesting. Now,
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
I
co-workers.
think it was a... Shit, I can't remember what it was. It's a...
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Unlikely, I suspect, but still. There's more. There is always more!
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Fine, I'll enter the door on my left. Ah, fuck. Wait, no. I want to do something. Quit to main menu. I'm going to restart the game one more time. Because I want to see something. If it doesn't do the thing I think it's going to do, right? I am just going to have to play through it again. But. Let's see. I don't know for certain. After all. There is. Ah, no. Okay, wait. Okay, still one more ending in the main thing I want to do. Then I'm going to play the epilogue.
This is the story.
I've done all the bucket endings, so I think there's
All of
one
his
more I need to
co-workers had
do.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did you suppose? Yeah, I need to do the epilogue. But there's
When
one more
Stanley
ending I
came
need to
to a set of
find.
two open
I have
doors, this
yet
was not the
to
correct
acquire
way to the
it.
meeting room, and Stanley
Correct
knew it perfectly
way.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I refuse.
Stanley was
I will
so
not
bad
go
at
through that
following
door.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ooh-wee. I don't think it changes much.
Stanley
kind
had
of
now
fun?
gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed
Interesting.
the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the
What have I discovered?
office had begun from so
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording?
It's
It was
all you
all
are.
just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you.
What?
Life
No,
being
it's
an
not. It's
unending waterfall of surprises and delights.
yeah, it must
How
be
much more
nice.
exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your
It's
fault.
not. It's your fault. You did this yourself. Don't blame me. You buffoon. Okay. We're gonna go to the main menu and do the epilogue. See what happens if I go into the epilogue. I'm not sure. I don't know how much more there is to do in this game. Because I've done all the endings that I know. There's probably more that I don't know, like there's one we supposed to... Ah, thank you. I will hydrate. My hydration station's empty. And I did check. My posture's okay, I think. Mod, is my posture okay? Okay, this is the epilogue. It's emptiness. I'm walking through a wasteland. I am. Oh, okay, I'm gonna drink a lot. Thank you. Earl Grey would be lovely. I need some Earl Grey. Oh, look at it! This is such a pretty game. Thank you, Marty McModmod. You're a legend. Marty McModface. Oh, it is. Oh, it skipped ahead. Wow, that's... This is after the skip button. Wow. Oh, but this is such a vibe at the same time, man. Hi, hi. Ore wa baka desu. Hi. Ocha. Okurusai. Fuck. I have no idea what that was. Something hooked on my sleeve and ejected. But let's go. Let's go! I just stood still instead. Oh, what the fuck? Is that the That's the memory thing. Oh, it was a heat haze. I can't actually tell. There's a warping before it. Let's see. I'm not sure, but I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of sad at the same time. So I'm playing through what the game called the epilogue. The narrator, I'm not actually sure what happens to the narrator. I just know that I can follow this and... Ooh, there's a review. Narrator's somewhere. Like some... Cookie Nine's blog. Huh. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teemed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand upon what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinite deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about the enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1? Like the adventure line. Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite a comforting welcome reprieve from... Oh no, cat dog boy. Okay. Okay, that... It's not creepy at all. Stanley Parables say no more spin-offs, no more sequels. Okay. Ooh.
Jim.
I am Jim.
Jim.
Not quite. Kind of.
Jim.
It's additional content. It's also a really weird in-joke. Jim. Okay, if I stayed there too long, I'll just be hitting the name Jim a lot. Which is apparently not my name. I am Jimmy Boy.
Stanley.
What?
Stanley.
I'm Stanley. What? What? Ooh. Stanley figure. Figla anarines. Ooh. Figla anarines. Is that all of the Figla anarines? Oh, that's all the Figla anarines. That's sad. Let's go deeper. There is deep and there is depth down here. We can look forever. Oh. I didn't expect that. Oh. Hello there. How are you doing? It's good to see you too. Oh, hello. It has been a while. It's true. Yeah, I did. It is utter nonsense. It's not. Screw the legacy. Let's make Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Yes. And on that day, yay, so what? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Okay, chat. I want your opinion. What is our first half? What do you guys think? Do we go Destruction of? Offline? A Door 2? Is it way too self-aware? Does it scare you? Does the self-awareness create horror? Anyway, do we do A Door to Dash? Destruction of Scream? Destruction of Gun? Destruction of Tax Disc? Or should we go Forgotten? The Stanley Parable 3? Forgotten Dash? It do be spooking you. It does that. How about Crocodile Scream? No, that's too cool. Crocodile Challenge? Offline Bomb. Offline Tax Disc. Enjoy. You got to go enjoy it, man. This is such a great game. I'm gonna have the offline tax disc as my game. Stanley Parable 3, offline tax disc. I love it. Have fun. Have a fantastic rest of your day, man. Thanks for dropping by and watching my stream. Every time we restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. It'll pick up a new subtitle. This way, the Stanley Parable will never end. Nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. I need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again and again with a new title screen. Bruh. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to like... Yeah, let's fucking do it. It's agreed then. New sequel will start every time you start the game. You know what? Since you're putting faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You notice I'm noticing the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement. The broken achievement! Of course not. I would not expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Ooh. There's a fix for it. Ooh. Ooh. Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself. Forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Current time is... Ooh, I can just hold it. Oh wait, that went too far. Haha, 7:32 p.m. Please adjust. Slide in so the computer's barely visible. Sure. I have no idea what to do. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Ooh, I will. Would you look at that? Offline text. The fuck? Why was a car just going across the bottom of the screen? What? Okay, let's go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
Ooh.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
And I have a bucket in the new content. I know what I can do with my bucket. I can take my bucket down the infinite hole. It even says my name. They did.
Hello,
This is
and
game.
thank you for playing the Stanley
Oh, for
Parable
what?
Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in
Lazy
2013
sods.
on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon
nice.
in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh, okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I am Ultra
Oh, well, this
Deluxe.
sounds delightful.
Well, that's
I'm very
because I'm
excited
the
to see
Ultra
the
Deluxe.
thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
For you
I've just
hydration
now
station
realized that bucket
lovers.
you're holding, it's the bucket
finally
I've been
hydrated.
working on for my sequel.
Oh,
How did
that's
you get your
true.
hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you
No.
have the bucket already?
I'm magic.
This makes no sense at all.
No, nothing needs to make sense. Oh, it's Smeg. Okay,
Hold on. Did I already show you my
give me 1 second. I need to run to the bathroom quick. Yeah. I'm back. Ah, good night, Total Stuck. Hope you sleep well. Have a great night. Have a great night. I am going to resume again.
ideas for the
Sorry.
sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
I see nothing out of order. I am just.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
I'm out of jumps. Cool.
The infinite hole? The giant door? Did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still
Where's the giant
developing.
hole? I want the
They're not
hole
even
again.
Close to
Let me fall
finished.
down the
How
hole.
did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting?
Well, there was a
Did they
giant hole now, I
fulfill on the
adored
promise
that.
of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be. Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
No, you hadn't, but I mean, there was a giant hole I could jump down. Ooh.
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly.
Yes.
Yes. You carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable! Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you, clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means
Never
I've
gonna
won.
give
It means
you
I
up,
am
never gonna
victorious
let
over the
you
gamers.
down.
It is a sweet salve of
Spin
victory on my soul.
around.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley
The
Parable
bucket is
without
life.
the bucket.
The
I
bucket
win,
is love.
I win, 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 I win.
Oh, good for you. But no, what? I need to go get my bucket again. What do you
All of his
win,
co-workers
narrator?
were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
No.
had simply missed a memo. It takes a lot of humility to carry a
Okay.
bucket so magnificent.
Ooh, new
Stanley
content.
checked his ego
Ah.
and then proceeded onward.
Return to Stanley Parable 2. Yes. Expo halls. Hmm. Let me see. Where do we go now?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about
Yeah.
how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
It hasn't been
The
that
original
bad.
Stanley
I have
was
a
a
bucket.
landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
It even has
So
stickers.
forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Cool. I'm in the Stanley Parable 3, but okay. Thank you very
You
much.
see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Like down?
This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But
Where's
let's
my
take a look at
infinite
some of the features I've
hole?
been developing for
Hole,
it.
hole,
I figure
hole,
that if I can
hole.
loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
What are you?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
They
like
could.
balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday every
You know,
time.
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No.
You probably
No,
should have,
I've made
but
my decision.
I
We're
have-
moving on.
Free achievement here. Oh, yes. Oh, right. Let's get it.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yeah, I do,
I'm
but-
developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will
Oh,
be given.
I got it!
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
Yes, I
Why
did get the
machine
achievement.
work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I
course
swear,
not.
it was broken just a second ago. Who
Was it?
fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched?
Yes, by me.
Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I in... What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Can I get more? Can I get more of these? Let's get more. Let's get more collectibles. There's still. What the fuck? Why, you bastards? You put it out of order. Okay, there's got to be more I can get to.
Calling it the
That's
Stanley
the
Parable
out.
2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Infinite
Ultra
hole.
Deluxe. What does
We're
it
going
even
to the
mean?
infinite
But the
hole.
Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Yes.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
It hasn't.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
Yes. Wait,
Infinite falling.
Oh,
You can fall
Geronimo!
until the end of time if you like.
Good.
A stunning
I
leap
can do
forward
it
for the- You see,
again. I
isn't it
can fall. The whole
wonderful? One of my more
simulator is back,
ingenious
boys.
concoctions, if I do say
I'm so happy.
Now then,
It's back.
Since you've gotten to see the infinite
It's
hole,
back. I
you
can fall
press
down the
teleport
hole.
button
Oh,
to pop
absolutely
back
not.
up
I
to the
refuse.
top, and we can continue on.
I refuse. I'm gonna just keep falling forever. It's this is the best way.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I'll do it much, much later. Down.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective,
here we
the infinite
go.
is
Boom.
merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Yes.
Okay, well,
Hole.
good for you. You found
Hole.
the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look,
What?
I think the issue here is just that
There's a
you're
new mug down here,
unusually
though.
fascinated by
Anyone like the
falling.
new mug?
What normal
It's a good
person
mug, isn't it?
actually wants to fall infinitely?
Ah, new
I
mug.
figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need.
I think
Don't
this
you
is
put this
Tomsky's
on
I
me.
think I found
Maybe
Tomsky's
you're the
mug, man.
problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
You said
Why
some
don't
things
we
you didn't
just
mean.
put
I
all this
wasn't paying
behind us and
attention.
agree to just call the hole mostly infinite. If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Wait, what happens if I just stay here? Does he start talking again, or do I actually have to teleport? I like it at this depth, though. It's such a nice depth. Fine.
Great. Now, I'm very excited.
Geronimo!
You see,
Bitch!
I was right. The problem is you.
It's not.
The problem is that you
It's
like
still here.
holes too much.
It is!
Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not
I
you.
do, I
Oh,
do, I
no,
do, I
no,
do.
No, no. You have a weird sort of...
Ha!
Oh.
See, here it is.
Did the hole seem
It's a
even
hole.
shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not
See,
infinite.
there it is.
Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do.
You better
here. If
screenshot
decide
this and
you've
be
had
like,
enough
Tom
of the
Scared, is
hole,
you?
You can hit
Does
the
you?
teleport
Does your
button
hole?
and come join me.
Because I've got
at the path.
buckets. Yeah,
Had
fine.
enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back
It's
in
the
the hole.
hole.
If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that
Huh.
I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep,
It
even by
wasn't
the
feasible
lax
on the
overall
start.
standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if
No,
it gets
I don't
any
wanna.
shorter.
I don't wanna. I'm gonna stay here. Ooh, that's an interesting. Let's examine. How many times does this repeat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. Okay, wait. One next to the cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is extra. It repeats 6 times in the texture. Interesting. What does this say? Meetings at 2 p.m. This is also the paper from the Tom Scare skit. It's the fucking paper as well, I swear. I might be wrong. I don't remember if there were papers involved. Okay, let's
Well,
go back
there
to
it
this up.
is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. How is this still appealing
Oops,
to
I didn't
you?
actually mean to,
I
but
know
it's
you're
fine.
obsessed with holes, but at this
It's sex
depth,
nice.
I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit
That's a
the
lot of
teleport
cigarettes.
button when you're ready to move on.
It's not working. Why is it not
Is the,
working?
Teleport button not working?
Nope.
You sure?
Absolutely not.
Well, I mean,
There's no working here.
I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing?
Nope.
Well, I suppose
Not a thing.
there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
No, we will. I'm just gonna vibe, you know. Chill here, vibe. Ooh, it's starting. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that, lads. It's getting deeper and better. It's going down. We're dropping in. I do need to go get another bucket though. Do you think another bucket's a good idea? Change my perspective. Oh! Look at that, look at that, look at that, it's me! I've got big nostrils. Oh! Oh! Yes! Ooh, change my perception. Dissonance. Dissonance. No. Oh, the puppies! Where's your catch? Moving on. It's a galaxy!
My head's stronger. You're no longer using up.
What? That's some cool art though, but what? What?
Stanley?
No!
Stanley! Stanley!
Damn it.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Oh,
You
man.
can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every
I was
second.
enjoying that. Shut
You
up,
don't want to
narrator.
miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Okay.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
Oh, thank
Stay
you.
alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle pip.
Yeah, you buggered off. Let me go back to my weird dreamland. Come on. Come on. Oh, it threw me out the hole. I was happy in the hole.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay, let's see what happens if I go to the name button. Yes, there's a
For the
name
Stanley Parable
button.
2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So
Oh,
with
yes,
that
we
in mind,
do.
my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified.
Oh.
Right now, the button
Damn it,
only
didn't say
says the
AC.
name
It just said Jim.
But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
The gym
I want you
is
to
taking over
imagine
again.
yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Hmm.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
And Jim.
Yes! You
Yes,
see?
Jim
What a
is
thrill! What a
me.
rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Oh,
It
I am
hits even
Jim.
harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
No.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
No.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise,
No,
soon you'll
no,
start to
don't do
lose
that.
all
Don't-
sense
no.
of who you actually are.
No! You bastard. You took away my jump button! What's wrong with you? My jump button is gone. I'm no longer Jim, apparently. I can't be Jim. Moving on.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually... An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the... well, we'll figure that out later.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, something's up the stairs. Let's go find out what is up here. Better be something good. Oh, the settings world champion. What the hell? Well, let me into my settings. However, there is one thing I can go do. I'm gonna go become the true lord of buckets. I need a new bucket. Buckets! I will be the lord of all buckets.
Wait,
Here it is.
there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already
this
so
will be
great,
true
so
power.
intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with
It's the
me?
bucket. No! Give me the bucket! What just happened?
Stanley! Oh, thank
No!
God. I didn't lose
Where's
you,
the bucket
Stanley.
gone? No!
The
Give me the
power of
bucket
2
back!
buckets was too much.
I
I
shouldn't have
had to
shouted, I'm
destroy
sorry.
both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you,
Bucket!
but I couldn't take the
Bucket,
risk.
bucket, bucket,
I
bucket!
hope one day.
I will
can
never
forgive
forgive you
me.
for this. You have stolen my bucket from me. Why have you stolen the bucket from me? I will kill you for this. You ridded me of my bucket. What have you done? What have you done? I need the power of another bucket. And you stole it from me. What? Uh-huh. What the hell was that? It stole my bucket. The bucket is gone. It has taken my bucket.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yes,
Ready
but
to
you
move
stole
on
my
now?
bucket, you... The bucket has been taken from me. Why have you taken my bucket?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not
Yes, I
exactly
do, but you
clear
stole
yet
my
how
bucket.
exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
I kind of like it.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do
Yes.
very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted
It's a
more than
pointless
anything to create a
gag.
sequel that would capture all the magic
You're
of
not
the first game.
gagging
I
anything in
wanted
a fun
fans
way.
to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With
Like
respect.
how?
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
You
Would
wouldn't.
it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Come
A
on, give me
title
Stanley
screen that
Parable
said with
4.
bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
If it says the Stanley Parable 2, I want to see. I'm going to try one more time. I got the achievement. I got the test achievement. So let's play and see what happens if I reopen the game again. I think I'm going to meet him again. Crows, crows, crows. David Redden, you've made one of my favorite games of all time instantly. That was... Oh, Stanley Parable 4, the Ghoulish Pantry. Yes. We're going to the Ghoulish Pantry in the Stanley Parable. They didn't show me the Stanley Parable 4. Okay, let's get another ending. There's got to be something I've
All
missed.
of his co-workers were gone. What
I
could
think
it
I know what
mean?
I've missed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
It's one
he
of
had
the
simply missed
computers
a
that you
memo.
do like a intro thing. Think. The bucket's still here. Oh. I'm not gonna pick it up for now. Ooh.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No, it
But
wasn't.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place
I want to test something.
be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket's always
Stanley took
wrong.
the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
What do you need me to
Stanley
do?
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But
Don't they?
Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Hey, I broke you, bitch. I will not do.
No,
Okay.
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
I know what
I
a
suppose that would
bucket
explain
is.
a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which,
What do you
if
mean I
that's
don't
true,
know what a
well,
bucket
my
is?
goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This
I know
misunderstanding
precisely
will have
what
dire
a
consequences on the
bucket
entire
is.
rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Yes.
So much
Let's
of the
go.
impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Hmm.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Yeah, this first one is.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an
I
actual
can't walk
bucket.
around. Ugh, it's annoying. Mm-hmm.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes, it is. But you're
Correct.
annoying.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Duh. Okay.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
See, what happens if I'm just wondering what happens if you get everything right.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Fucking no. It's a tractor.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Why are we
Thank
getting
you
concerned?
for
I got
not
everything
making me
right.
look like an idiot. Okay, next one. Is this a bucket?
Yes, it is.
Correct. This is a bucket.
I've gotten every single one of these correct so far. Is that good or is that bad? I don't fucking know.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? How? Can you even push both buttons?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Wait, I've got an idea. What happens if I go? Ha!
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Nothing is a bucket. Yes, nothing's a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
You are
Stanley,
in fact a
I can't
bucket.
keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Was it?
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship
No,
apart.
what? No,
I
don't- what
can't
are you
have
talking
that.
about?
I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Wait, fuck you!
Okay.
No.
Here we go.
No, 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 don't touch my bucket! Ah! He took my bucket.
What happened?
And the game.
Is everything
And everything
gone?
else.
Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Mendoxina.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I'm not.
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I
Except,
actually
of
feel
course,
much
we
more
are,
at
in fact,
ease right now.
buckets.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay, I
Who
won't.
knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Zoop. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never
All of
the
his
end.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think I've done most of the things you can do in this game.
When Stanley came
no,
to
no.
a set
Oh,
of
fuck.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Wait, I want
left.
to try one more thing.
This was not the correct
Then
way
we're
to
gonna
the
end
meeting room,
tonight's
and Stanley
stream.
knew it perfectly well.
But
Perhaps he
yeah,
wanted to
let's
stop
see.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business,
No, that's a
Stanley
rubbish
took
room.
the first open door on his left.
Hey.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I want to see what happens if I pick up the phone. I still don't know what happens if you just pick up the phone.
We've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm
Let's see.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
Fine,
To let
I'll
her
redeem
back
myself.
into your life. She's been waiting.
I will do it. Bonk. Fine.
That's her, Stanley.
I answered the phone. Narrator, you happy now? You fucking happy now? Yeah, bastard.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Whoa, wait,
Hold
what?
on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
You
Who'd want to
cunt.
commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Wow, this is...
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What, you bastard? Why?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
You're a
him there,
dick.
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new
Where are we going
lands.
then?
It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Fine.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
What the fuck?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Okay.
The thought excited him terribly.
Okay, then.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. but he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Yeah. What happens now? Checkmate game. Okay, I'm lazy.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Nah, I question
I
nothing.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But
I need a
don't make
mirror.
the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Hmm?
Timer for an hour.
Chicken. Vegetables. Well, I think for tonight. I'm gonna quit and restart. I'm gonna do one more restart because I want to see if something changes quick. Then we're gonna go raid someone. Yeah. We're gonna go Saturday night tax disc. And let's see what the Stanley Parable 5 has for us. Bollocks. Okay, let's go for the raid, because it's not letting me do it. I think I have to replay the epilogue. No, wait, I have to go through the new content. Or the epilogue. Shit, I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to start off on this raid. I think many years later. Yeah, I think I'm done for tonight. But I am going to walk, I guess.
Do it. Start the raid. Start us going down the path of evil. Raid them all. Raid them all now. Do it. We must do it.